Hey, Scott here in another Mailsplain. We're going to talk about PAFs today. It's about the least popular topic, depending on who you're talking to in the mail industry. It's something no one wants to do, and some of you might mean, well, okay, what PAF are you talking about? Well, I think the USPS has used so many acronyms that they're starting to double up in them now. So a PAF's two different things. It's either a processing adjustment factor used by transactional mailers that are, doing multi-page mailings. That's not the one I'm here to talk to you about. I'm talking to you today about the processing acknowledgement form, which is a requirement for the NCOA service or National Change of Address Service. The federal statute says that you have to identify mail owners through a process acknowledgement form that you have on file for 6 years. A lot of people I talk to that are using software, they simply don't know what these things are. They're like, what do you mean? Why do I have to do a PAF? What is this? Well, I'll just tell you the reason why you want to do one of these things from a compliance standpoint, and that's what most people don't realize, is that if you're an NCOA provider like Tech Mailing is, we provide, like every NCOA provider does, an audit log to the USPS at the end of every month, showing every single person who's run National Change of Address, who they're identified through an NAICS, so you'll be identified as a print service provider, and in that case, you're almost always a broker agent and never a list owner. And so they know when you're violating this, and they're happy to knock on your door and say, cut it out, and that's an unpleasant conversation you're going to have with the postal inspector. So there are mechanisms and means for which the Postal Service is identifying you as someone who might not be doing these things. So my advice is just go ahead, bite the bullet, do the PAFs. It's not a big deal. They're good for a year. You only have to do one per client, and if you're using an electronic system like ours, and I think most people have moved toward these, the compliance is pretty easy to take care of. I think just virtually everyone will house these things for 6 years for you as the look-back period and make sure that they're on file and you're covered if the postal inspector ever knocks on your door. So hopefully you have a better understanding of these guys, and if you have any questions, put them below, and appreciate your support and your comments. Thanks. Bye.